It's another edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. Today we talk about the red-hot Seahawks. 7 straight victories. We'll have highlights of the most recent win against Jacksonville. We go behind the scenes. We pull the curtain back, and it's Takeo Siddle mic'd up at practice. We'll have that for you today. Also, John Smith introduces us to one of the freshmen, Nolan Hodge. We'll have our play of the week, the player of the week, and look ahead to the Seahawks coming out of the exam break, taking on High Point on Sunday. All that straight ahead on this edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. Well, UNCW, a team certainly on a roll right now. They've won 7 straight heading into their exam break. Mike Vaccaro, Takeo Siddle with you here. And, Coach, this team, things seem to be coming together right now, and you're pushing all the right buttons. What is it about this team? What has certainly clicked when you go back to the Bahamas that really got things going right now?
Well, the guys deserve all the credit. And, they've done a really good job buying in to everything on both ends of the floor. And, we have some really good leaders in the locker room. Guys that really buy into our culture, and every day they've come out and they've put in honest days of work, and I couldn't be more proud of them. They are really buying into what we're talking about.
What you're talking about is defense. That's been consistent for this team throughout the year, but the offense starting to get going right now as well. What's the biggest factor in the offense getting going?
Well, we are structuring it a little bit more, and we're kind of scripting our plays out and making sure that we play inside out. We're posting up our guards and doing some different things to help them be successful. In turn, it's helping us get, cleaner looks. Our shot selection is a lot better. We're just being more efficient, more patient overall.
11 games in now. Are you getting more comfortable with some of these new players and more comfortable in some of the rotations and roles out there?
I am. We have about a 9-10-man rotation right now. And if they make me keep it that way, I will. I want to get it down to about 8 or 9. But all of those guys that we're putting in the game are contributing to our wins.
Yeah, certainly are. Team wins here recently for UNCW. Let's talk about the most recent one against Jacksonville University. Coach, this is a team that was coming off a big win on the road at VCU, one of the nation's best defensive teams as well. Looking at tape of them, what were you looking at? What were you, breaking down, getting ready for this one?
Well, we knew defensively they were one of the best teams in the country. And, we wanted to dive into that a little bit and see what it looked like. They want to make you beat them over the top, and they do a really good job rebounding the basketball defensively. So we knew we had to be patient. We knew we had to, move it from side to side, loosen them up a little bit, try to get paint touches and spray outs or paint touches, dump offs. And we tried to get them on the glass a little bit offensively, and I think we did a good job of that. On the other end, being able to guard, they had one of the best guards that we played all year. And, we knew we had to lock in on him and make him have a tough night. And if we did that, then the whole team was struggling. I think we did a good job of it.
Yeah, Kevion Nolan held him under double digits in this game. And that three-point shooting a factor early on as well. You like to go in to get that ball out, and it certainly worked.
Well, we got some in transition as well. We talked about pushing the basketball up and being opportunistic in transition, and we were able to get some clean looks by moving the basketball quick. And then in the half court, we were able to play inside out and get some clean looks, and guys stepped up and knocked them down.
We talked a lot heading into this game. The result last year against Jacksonville, a little bit of a motivating factor for those guys returning as well that you used in practice during the week.
It was. And, after some time, they were pretty much done with it. And, I actually like that because they want to create their own journey and go on their own path and be different than last year's team. And I like that. So they were really motivated. They knew Jacksonville was a good basketball team. They actually all watched the VCU game, so they were ready for them. And we came out and we put it on them pretty well.
Yeah, the journey's been good so far for UNCW. Again, winners of 7 straight. The most recent one against Jacksonville University in Trask Coliseum. Let's take a look now at our Reed's Jewelers highlights. Got Ross in the middle, gets it now, kicks it out of Harvey. Harvey, 3 left corner, rattles home for Jamari Harvey. You work it inside to get it back outside, and it pays off. His old teammate Cook trying to back him down into the paint. Kicks it out to White. Feet set, 3 on the way. Is all net there for Trezarian White. They work it in to get it out. We saw that early for UNCW. Kelly right side to White. White pulls up. Jump shot to the baseline is no good. Kelly the rebound forces it up and able to score.
Boy, good job by Kelly, not only on the offensive board.
Nearly knocked away by Ross. It was picked up by White. Ahead to Ross. Ross in transition. The layup is good. The foul from behind. We'll get up to the free throw line as well.
See if we get another look at him. Not bailing into the last second.
He's holding his ground. As did Ross there. Good job by the freshman. 1 point on the game clock. Well, UNCW, impressive win, 81-53. Both those numbers impressive. Again, one of the best defensive teams in the country coming in was Jacksonville. The Seahawks score 81, and they hold the Dolphins to 53. What number impressed you the most? Obviously, you get the win, but 2 great numbers and the balance, the offense and the defense.
The defense, being able to really lock in and make it hard for them to score, and then, you know, it gave us confidence on the other end. You know, our guys are doing a really good job sharing the basketball on offense, and it's you know, we're scoring more, we're being more efficient. You know, but the defense is always something that we look at, and being able to. I was kind of upset a little bit at the guys that we put in at the end because we gave up 2 threes late. I wanted to hold them under 50 if we could, but you know, we put on a really good defensive performance that night. Yeah, really good for UNCW. 17 points to lead the way for Trezarian White. Off the bench, Malik Harden-Hayes with 14, 13 for Shaquem Phillips. That bench has been huge, coach, this season. 40 more points here off the bench for UNCW, and again, it goes back to what we talk about, the depth on this team this season. Yeah, you know, our depth is a strength for us, and something that we really like having as a coaching staff, being able to have guys come off the bench and there's no drop off. It's actually, you know, they lift us up a lot. And, you know, with a couple guys like Malik and Donovan, they're like having 2 starters come off the bench. So, you know, our depth is something that we hope can continue to carry us throughout the year. UNCW 8-3 on the season. The only losses against Power 5 schools, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and UConn. So a really good start for UNCW. Again, winners of 7 straight. We'll step aside here when we get back. This guy gets mic'd up at practice. We take you behind the scenes of a practice recently in Trash Coliseum. That's straight ahead.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This Black Friday, lock in this low rate on a new 2022 Ford F-150. Hurry, choose from over 7,000 Ford trucks and SUVs, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do the Dew.
Anna, can you count to 5 without saying 1 or 3?
Sure, 2, 4, 5.
That's right. Our big story is the 2 for $5 breakfast deal at Hardee's.
You got me.
I know, I did.
Bite into our made-from-scratch biscuits today.
Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories.
Hands. You might think they're just for waving, but they can be used for all kinds of things, like making made-from-scratch biscuits at Hardee's.
Bite into the new 2 for $5 breakfast deal only at Hardee's.
Here we go, man. Here we go, man. It's time of day. All right, let's go, AP.
To pause and give you thanks for life and breath and all good things. Thank you for this game that we love, and pray that you continue to protect these guys.
Amen. Let's go right here, guys. Let's go. Rise on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rise. Let's go. I was seeing if there's a way you could do handbacks into some DHOs. I don't know. Is there a way we can do that? It's good to be back.
Good trip, man.
Jesus, feel like we've been on the road for 2 months. I want him to get all of his reps today. All right. You gotta have a sense of urgency when we're in transition. All right, get matched up. Come on, you gotta get up there. Don't let him get it off. Good, new group, let's go. Good, hands. Try to get a clean one off. Shot. Good. Sprint. Don't let him get it off. Good job. All right, let's go guards down here. Let's go post down here. Let's go to work. Hands up the whole time. Great reps. Hands up the whole time. Good. Hands up the whole time. Good. Hands up. Good job. Great job, SP. Let's work. Stay low, Trey. Stay low. Good reps. Boom. Good. Don't bounce off of it. Good. Don't bounce off of it, Trey. Good job, guys. Come on, we gotta have a good day, all right? Hey, be intentional with your preparation right here. Be intentional with it. Do it again right here. Here we go. That's good, Nick. Everybody, let's go down here. Let's go on the hop. All right, we're going right here in the middle, guys. Let's go. All right, get your great reps. Have a sense of urgency to close out. All right, let's go right here. Let's see what we got here. Hey, defensive tip, guys. Let's go. Good. Deny it. Good job. Fight hard. Get some contact on him. Go ahead. Don't dance. We're good. Go, AK. Good. All right, be sharper than that. Please, just play basketball. Good job, Noah. Good fight. Get off just a little bit more. Good pass, Shy. Great job. Get in there. Get it. Get on it. Good job, baby. Get that spot up. Come on. Impact. See the ball, JT. Tonight. Good job. Good. Great job, too.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
Game day at Walk-Ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand-peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand-carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand-slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the Walk-Ons way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chad Fortune with Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Excited to be on the UNCW campus today to talk to you about this week's Medical Minute. Shoulder injuries are extremely common in sports, recreational, and job-related activities. These injuries can range from chronic overuse injuries to traumatic injuries like shoulder separations, dislocations, and even rotator cuff tears. Sometimes injuries can be prevented, but sometimes with traumatic injuries they are not preventable. But we always talk about preventative strategies to try to limit their effects. One of the biggest things to consider is rotator cuff strength as well as upper back strength, in addition to good posture throughout your day. As always, if these symptoms persist, please come see us at Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Our goal is to support you with easily accessible world-class care for all your orthopedic and sports medicine needs.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Time for another Pepsi player profile. One of the freshmen, it is Nolan Hodge, the subject today. And Coach, on the radio show the other day, somebody asked you who surprised you the most, and Hodge was your choice. Why?
I knew he was really talented, Mike, and I know he's an unbelievable young man. But I didn't necessarily know how tough he was. I didn't know how skilled he was, just overall. And in my opinion, and I probably shouldn't say this, he's probably our most talented guy, to be honest with you. And, I think his future is very bright here.
Yeah, you look at the game against ECU last week, played 5 minutes, didn't score, but he had 2 big blocks, and I think his 5 minutes were pivotal in that game.
Yeah, that's the sign of a good basketball player when you come in a game and you don't score a point, but you impact the game in a positive way. And, his basketball feel and his just attention to detail on the court, like he's a really good basketball player. I told you before, his dad's a basketball coach. He coached him in high school, and you can really tell that when you watch him play.
In the days of the transfer portal, to be a freshman, to get some playing time these days, it's not easy. Noah Ross has been starting, Nolan Hodge, some spot duty here and there, but those guys certainly have the talent.
They do have the talent, and, with Nolan, and both of those guys, they're in a tough situation because we have some veteran guards, and I'd like to get him in there a little bit more, and I'm going to try to. But they'll have some spots throughout the season to help us a lot. And, I know they'll be ready for it because they work really hard.
John Smith has more now on the freshman Nolan Hodge.
Welcome back, John Smith, joined here with Nolan Hodge. Just talk about your recruitment. What was it about UNCW that made you sign on that dotted line?
Yeah, so I would say just really the communication between the coaches. Me, Coach Siddle, and Coach Ponder, we communicated at least 2 times a week. And they just made me feel wanted and that this was a place for me. And then I had already committed, but I came on my official visit, and that's just when I knew that this was the place for me.
When was that visit?
It was August 2021. Yes.
And what was it about the campus that you fell in love with?
It was just like, I love the beach, but it was more like the people here. Like, they seem like a very close-knit family, I would say. So that was the main thing.
Coming down, a lot of high school basketball players that move on to college are the best player on their team. You now come to a basketball program here where it's a collection of all those. How difficult has that transition been?
I wouldn't say it's been difficult. I think it's been good. I think it's cool to see all the guys compete in practice. Makes a great team. So, you know, when everybody's competing at a high level and everybody knows that they were the best high school player on their team, and egos, you got to manage egos, and I think we do a great job of that here. So,
your expectations for yourself, and when you do get onto the court, what should fans expect?
I'm just trying to make an impact in any way I can. So, just trying to help the team out in any way. And when I get on the court, just try and do all the little things, not be too flashy, try not make too many mistakes, and just help the team win some games.
In this, landscape of college basketball, true freshmen coming in trying to make a impact, it's changing. You have the grad transfers, the transfer portal. For you coming in here, how has that been, learning from the guys that have played elsewhere now here?
It's been great. I mean, just learning from guys who have 3 years of experience when I'm a true freshman, still 18 years old, young guy. And we got guys like Amari Kelly, who's 23 years old, and just learning from his leadership, and he leads by example, even though we don't play the same position. Just how he communicates to guys, it's been fun.
Your relationship with Noah, because you are the true freshman, have you guys bonded?
Yeah, we're best friends. We do everything together. We have all the same classes, go eat dinner, everything. Like, we don't do anything separately. So,
well, best of luck this season, Nolan Hodge. John Smith will be right back.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This Black Friday, lock in this low rate on a new 2022 Ford F-150. Hurry, choose from over 7,000 Ford trucks and SUVs, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do the Dew.
Anna, can you count to 5 without saying 1 or 3?
Sure, 2, 4, 5.
That's right. Our big story is the 2 for $5 breakfast deal at Hardee's.
You got me.
I know, I did.
Bite into our made-from-scratch biscuits today.
Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories.
Hands. You might think they're just for waving, but they can be used for all kinds of things, like making made-from-scratch biscuits at Hardee's.
Bite into the new 2 for $5 breakfast deal only at Hardee's.
Well, the Seahawks preach defense, and they preach deflections and steals. That is our highlight this week, our Flying Machine Play of the Week. Defense leading to offense for UNCW in the win over Jacksonville. Let's take a look.
Nearly knocked away by Ross. It was picked up by White. Ahead to Ross. Ross in transition. The layup is good. A foul for behind.
Once again, the Flying Machine Play of the Week, Coach. Again, you're preaching defense. You love the deflections, and you see it there, the deflection, and the guy that got that play started gets a chance to finish it, and Noah Ross with that layup.
Yeah, that's his role on our team, is providing energy on the defensive end, and it turned into some good offense for him. He was able to finish and get an and one, so very happy for him.
Usually 45 is the number for deflections, right, that you look for every game. Are you guys consistently getting near that number?
We are, and a lot of the times we're at 25 or 30 at the half with some of the charges that we've been taking, some of the steals that we've been getting, because they're +2 for us, some of the blocks, and we are hitting our number pretty consistently right now.
And you see the result again, the Seahawks winners of 7 straight. Let's take a look at this week's Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week, and it's Malik Harden-Hayes, Coach. This is a guy who you can see feels more comfortable out there. He knows his role right now, coming off the bench, but he's given you such a lift off the bench.
Yeah, his energy, his defensive energy, his energy on the backboard, his energy diving on the floor for loose balls, taking charges. That's something that we've been on him about, and he's really buying into that role and taking it personal. And, I think, his best basketball is ahead of him.
Yeah, you look at the numbers against Jacksonville, 14 points, 3 rebounds, but 3 assists, and he shot well, 5 of 8. I think earlier in the season, maybe he didn't know what his role was. He was looking for those shots. Now those shots are coming to him.
I think that's pretty accurate, Mike. He, he was really hunting his offense, and I told him that he needs to focus on defense, and his offense will come. And, he's really started to lock into it, and he's being very productive right now.
And he's a guy, he's got a good wingspan, he's got some length to him, and good energy as well. So another guy that really feeds off his defense.
He does. That's who he is. And he's playing in a bigger role than he did at his previous stop. And, I think that he's more confident playing here. I think this is a better system fit for him, and he's starting to flourish a little bit.
So again, this week's Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week, Malik Harden-Hayes. Good game for him off the bench against Jacksonville. We'll take our final break. On the other side, only one game this week for UNCW coming off the exam break. We'll take a look at the matchup coming up next. Stay with us.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
Game day at Walk-Ons is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the Walk-Ons way.
Hi, my name is Dr. Claude Jarrett with Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine here on UNCW's campus for your Medical Minute. Here in Wilmington, we're lucky enough to have the ability to enjoy a lot of outdoor sports and activities, such as our lovely beaches. One of the more common injuries that we see this time of year are biceps tendon ruptures. The biceps tendon ruptures typically with eccentric load with heavy lifting by flexing the elbow. One of the best ways to prevent this type of injury is make sure you're lifting in a correct manner, using more legs, less arms. With Wilmington Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our job is to help patients avoid long lines and expensive costs of the emergency room. We're able to tackle many orthopedic injuries, such as acute traumas, fractures, and sprains.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Well, UNCW in the middle of their exam break. Coming out of that, it is a Sunday afternoon tilt against High Point, 2 o'clock inside Trask Coliseum. Coach, I asked you on the radio show your thoughts on having this time off. Again, you've won 7 straight, certainly rolling right now. You don't want to stop playing, but how can you take advantage of this time off?
Well, the most important thing right now is the guys doing well in their finals, and that's what they're focused on. And we were able to get them in the gym yesterday a little bit and just get some skill work. Today we'll practice as a team and really work on ourselves and clean some things up. And then we'll do that Thursday as well. I'll give them tomorrow off, and then we'll really start to dive into High Point after Thursday's practice to get ready for them. But just focusing on ourselves and trying to clean up some things. We won't add anything new. We'll just try to tighten up the things we've already been doing.
High Point 8-2 coming into this game from the Big South. This is a team that you beat in an overtime win on the road a season ago. What do you see when you look at them on tape?
This will be one of the better offensive teams that we've played. They average over 80 points. They return a lot from last year's team. They're very dynamic offensively. They have a guy averaging 20 points a game and a couple guys averaging 15. So offensively, they're really, really potent. Defensively, we have to do a great job of stopping them in transition because they'll be one of the fastest teams that we've played. So it'll be a tough challenge for us, and I know our guys will be ready for it.
Last year it was Tubby Smith, the head coach. Now his son Gigi Smith takes over. Does it change their philosophy going from Tubby to Gigi?
No, I don't think so. Always going to be tough. They're always going to compete really hard. They're going to play the right way. So I don't see a lot of differences in it.
Again, that game Sunday, 2 o'clock. We're on the air at 1:45 on Flow Sports and The Breeze if you cannot make it out there, but certainly come on out. Faculty Staff Appreciation Day for that game, as well as some discounted tickets for that contest. Coach, best of luck.
Thank you, Mike.
Again, just a one game on Sunday. We'll have those highlights next week. Thanks for joining us here this week on the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. Have a great day, everybody.